All right, hello, and the chat has been set up. Everything is good to go. So, welcome to the Friday night edition of Night Rights. This is the first night in writing month, whatever that is to you, whether you're doing NaNoWriMo, despite all the controversy, whether you're doing the myriad of replacement events that have cropped up on various social media platforms in place of the controversial. I bid you welcome and also good luck. But more to the point, you have arrived here at Night Rights. This is our chill writing session. It happens every Thursday and Friday. Just in case you're new, I'm advertising it on the tags of Blue Sky for once, so if you found us, hello! How it works is simple. If you've been here more than once, you've already known this, but if you're new to the fun, it is basically just chill and good music and vibing. There is a chat. You're free to use it however you wish. Talk to each other, talk to me. I will read responses and respond myself every so often. But of course, don't violate YouTube's TOS or anything like that. There is an icebreaker, as there is every Night Rights. Tonight's icebreaker is very simple. What are your plans for this month? Whether that is NaNoWriMo or something else creative, just feel free to pop off in chat. Obviously, my goal is writing related. I am attempting to tackle the massive hole in this draft of my fantasy novel, The Nameless Song. To do that, I have about 30,000 words that I can work with at the moment. We're going to see how that works. I don't know how many chapters it's going to be. Tonight, it will be completely outlining that whole and seeing where we go from there. Most likely I will get that done in the 2 hours that we have, but we'll see. Further days throughout this month will just be spent filling that hole and following the outline that I write tonight, obviously. But hopefully we'll have a full-on draft that'll be ready for bedding by the end of the month. We'll see. But yeah, beyond that, I am actually participating in first draft fall. There we go. First draft fall on Blue Sky. It's very easy to follow. It's just the hashtag first draft fall, hosted by Weeknight Writers. I am also running my own event. It's called 30 Days, 30 Lines. If you haven't seen my posts on Blue Sky about it, it's very simple. It is just write for 30 days. It doesn't have to be consecutive, so long as you don't go a week without writing. You can also edit, doesn't matter. Just do whatever you want. And on each of the 30 days that you write or edit, you post your favorite line. This challenge is designed to help you essentially fall back in love with your own writing. So it's very chill, it's very relaxed, and I noticed that I am kind of like, let me just adjust the volume for you for that. Sorry about that. And Reynos has joined the chat. They say, hi Jax, Reynos here, rah outlining the whole, I know, right? It will get done. So yes, 30 days, 30 lines. That is the other challenge that I'm doing. It has its own tag on Blue Sky. I highly encourage you to check out that, as well as First Draft Fall on Blue Sky and Instagram. There are, of course, other challenges. I am of two minds about participating in any of them. There's Novelember, I do believe it's called, which is a traditional nano sprint, 50,000 words in 30 days, and so on and so forth, as well as prompts and discussions. And of course, there are other writing non-nano writing challenges out there. Highly recommend that if you're not on Blue Sky already, you should definitely get on that fucking thing because it is the hot new platform. So it honestly, it is so much better than Twitter. Like I've tried to get into Twitter, and I know that you're supposed to get into Twitter if you're publishing because that's where the industry is. But oh dear Jesus, it is a mess on Twitter, and I do not understand how people can tolerate it. But Blue Sky is chill, it's easy to navigate, you're not advertised to. It's just a lot of fun, and there are just so many different discussions that I'd hate to, sing praises as I always do whenever I first get into a community, but genuinely, I'm enjoying myself, and I highly recommend it. And Reno says 30 days, 30 lines. Sounds great. Gonna pick a line to post soon. Excellent. I will be lurking that tag throughout the month and liking and commenting on as many posts as I see. So highly recommend. I will definitely keep an eye out for that post for sure. If I don't procrastinate here, I will definitely drop in and like and comment. But then just tell me to just kick my ass right back onto the stream. But yeah, what are you? I'm turning this to the chat real quick. I don't actually know if there's anybody else besides Reynos there, but to Reynos and everybody else. Hello, Companion Wolf. Hi, friendo as well. So yeah, what are your plans for this month, just in general? Also, while I am waiting for responses, just to let you know for how, if you've been tuning in for the past couple of weeks, you may have heard me read out bits of my novel while I'm editing, but obviously I can't do that. What we're doing instead is a pure writing stream. So this is what it's supposed to look like normally. What this means is I will go quiet for long periods of time, and I will be running writing sprints at the same time. They will be 30-minute writing sprints unless you tell me otherwise. 20 to 30 minutes. Probably 20 minutes because we'll cram in more productivity that way. So essentially, I will set a timer for 20 minutes. You will watch me pound out words in this little section right here, that little white space where you can see my little cursor spin, spin, spin. And hopefully you will pound out words too. And at the end of 20 minutes, I will call time and we will tell each other how many words we managed to get done. We will celebrate that win and go for another round. And that will be what we do for the next couple of hours, besides listen to lo-fi music I definitely didn't steal from YouTube in that I hope you can hear. That said, responses finally popped up in chat. Companion Wolf says, I am doing a challenge where I try to do at least 100 words a day on something, anything. I fully am rooting for you. 100 words a day is a very attainable goal. But, if you don't make it, you don't make it. So long as you get any words, like even just like one word, like type the word the and do your SpongeBob thing. It is a-okay. Don't feel shame if you don't attain that goal, but if you do, that would be awesome. And I am rooting for you either way. And I know that you have a lot of projects in mind. All of them are really cool. I've seen you post to the Discord, and I think it's really cool. I train of thought derailed. The main point is, I've seen you post in Discord. All of your ideas are really cool. I hope that you do get those 100 words. I am here to help you, nudge you along if need be. And Reno says, I'm doing first draft fall, a fanfic writing challenge with my beta bestie and surviving work. Mood to that last part. But, I am curious, what fanfic writing, what fanfic are you doing? feel free to dump the deeds. But also, I applaud the fact that you have a beta bestie. I need to get myself one. Like, just like somebody who doesn't mind me rambling at them about words and things. But celebrate those besties and whatnot. And I wish you both the best of luck. That sounds like a fun and fantastic time and an awesome way to spend the entire month. It says 20 minutes sounds good. Excellent. Companion Wolf says too many. Oh, okay, too many projects forever in my brain and too little me. That's a mood. And that is the plague of every fanfiction writer. I feel. I remember having huge ass docs full of ideas. But it's really just about deciding between your favorite children, essentially, like deciding which one is the one that you want to spend the most time with, and just kind of like dedicating your energy to what concept makes you the happiest, and sticking with that until you pound out words, and words happen, and draft happens, and story happens. I know that I make it sound easy. It's very hard. I, for one, have not really had a great track record with finishing fanfiction. But, with fanfiction, at least, it's a little bit easier and a little bit more forgiving, because it is the purest form of just writing for fun. Despite how many people take it like serious business, it is just for fun. And so it's a lot more socially acceptable to just chase after whatever ideas make you happy. So if one doesn't make you happy, you're just like, okay, I put this on the back burner and then go after this other idea, and it's a lot of fun. So that was not encouraging. The main point that I'm getting at is, like, I hear you whenever it comes to too many ideas. It's difficult to sort through, but, don't get overwhelmed or anything like that. And I know that's a tall order, but, I'm rooting for you. I'm sure that you'll be able to do it. But it really is like just sorting through your thoughts and doing docs upon docs until you finally find the one that you want to stick with, Companion Wolf also says, what's First Draft Fall? First Draft Fall is a tag on Blue Sky. Is a nano-esque event hosted by the Blue Sky account, Weeknight Raiders. They're also on Insta and Twitter and so forth, so the challenge is also there. And essentially, it is exactly what it sounds like. It's a nano event. It is you sitting down to write a novel or however many words. They're even loose about the rules. You can, like, I'm doing revisions on a draft. So many other people are doing revisions on a draft. They really don't mind what you're doing. So it's a pretty chill event. They also have, like, prompts every so often. Not every so often. Basically every day, except for the weekends, as far as I can tell. They also do check-ins basically every night on Blue Sky. There are word sprints. It's a whole big thing, but I would recommend checking out Weeknight Writers for more information. That is at Weeknight Writers on Blue Sky. But yeah, it's like just a tight community and tie your nano challenge. So that's what that is. Companion Wolf also says, I think I just need to make a list and then narrow down until I have one or two to focus on this month. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm sure you'll figure it out, and I'm sure you'll settle on something. But it is definitely just like sitting down and asking yourself the serious question that is, what do you feel like working on for an entire month? Which is difficult to transition into. Like if you're used to spouting off ideas and shuffling through. So uh I can understand that it might be a little bit intimidating because you're like, oh no, I have to spend an entire month. But like, ultimately, just know that a month goes by quickly, and it's about finding, being productive with your concepts. So, ultimately, don't get burned out and don't feel like you're trapped in an idea. Uh, Ideas should make you happy, obviously, and challenges that are like, oh, we're writing for a solid month, are difficult to get through because it is when you put it like, oh, 30 days or, oh, X number of words, it does sound, you're putting hard goals on yourself, which makes it a little bit more intimidating. But it's just ask yourself what you wish to spend the most time doing. Like, what do you want to dive in and develop further? What do you want to hyperfixate on for a while? Don't think about the goal, think about the project and the idea. And that's one way to get around the intimidation of settling on something, if that makes sense. Because I know that it's very easy to get flustered and not want to settle on one thing, to put it as gently as possible. But yeah. So yeah, rambling aside, hopefully that little bit of advice kind of helps. And it says, my beta adopted me 15 years ago now. It's been great. I'm trying to finish my Zootopia fanfic before Disney kills my niece with the Zootopia sequel. Oh shit, when does the Zootopia sequel come out? Here's the first. I'm getting distracted. Topia 2. Oh, okay. November 26th. I believe in you. I'm gonna say it right now. You will finish that fanfiction. Uh, and if they do try to kill your muse, just sort of like block it until you're done. Yeah, it's November 26th, 2025, according to Wikipedia. So. But yeah, I am, and I'm rooting for you because Zootopia is such a good movie. It's so cute. I know, ACAB and stuff and all that, but like, I don't know, like, Zootopia was adorable. It's been a while since I've seen Zootopia 1, but like the world building in it and like the enemies to friends angle and just like who can argue with hmm, I don't want to say spoilers, but the twist at the end too was just like I don't know, there's just something about government and bureaucracy turning out to be the bad guy in anything, you know what I mean? Like so it was that for me, really. Like, sure, ACAB, but also like a little bit of disestablishmentarianism in there, which is good. Anti-establishment. Not what the fuck anti-disestablishmentarian is. No, it's anti-establishment. There we go. A little bit of anti-establishment in there, which was actually kind of fun. And also, like, misguided, because we all know what Zootopia 1, the twist of that, right? Like, it's just all these elements. I loved Zootopia 1. But, I'm not gonna assume that, like, I'm going at like I know fanfiction. Every fanfic is like a little bit separate from the main core of the canon. So like I'm not saying like I love your fanfiction without a read. How do I put this into words that don't sound like an insult? Like I have yet to read it, so I'm not going to say like oh yours must be about this. Like I'm not saying it like that, but like uh I am super excited that you're almost done with the Zootopia fanfiction and that people are writing Zootopia fanfiction too. Like, we get so fixated on other Pixar stuff, I guess, and it's so cool to see that, people haven't forgotten about Zootopia. And I don't know, it's just a beautiful movie. And in terms of art and style and a fun movie in terms of message and stuff like that. And I'm rambling. I'm sorry. I am filling the void while I'm attempting to wait around for chat to catch up with me. But Reno says agreed on the plot twist, and Buddy Cop is a trope for a reason, even though ACAB, yeah. It's about the chemistry, ultimately. The quirky, fun chemistry. Especially if one of them is technically a criminal. The chemistry. Anyway, what do we say is already almost 8:30? What do we say if we start off? Let me get the timer set up. Well, I'm enjoying it. I got the art book to help with fanfic rank. Heck yes. Enjoying the rambling that is. I am so glad because I don't know what the fuck I was talking about right there. I am gonna be fucking real. But it is also very nice to be able to ramble for a while. Like the problem with living on your own is that you don't really have anybody to ramble with, and my ex wasn't exactly uh fun about my rambles. So it's nice to just dock and not like scream at a computer or talk to myself essentially or attempt to talk and then not have the other party listen, you know what I mean? God, just like side point, I'm getting better. Just like on a personal note, I'm getting better. It's still a little bit of a struggle. Every day is a little bit of a struggle. But I know I'm not alone, and that's really what's helping out. And I know that the hold I'm in right now, just in general, is not going to last forever. Like, things aren't great right now, but they'll get better. But in some respects, I'm also kind of glad because, like, as much as I loved somebody, there's also the feeling that Reno says permission to pummel your ex on site though. Good luck. That's all I will say. It's kind of funny because I don't hate him. I'm not angry. But the more that I get over, or the more that I work on trying to get over and get past what happened and come to terms with the idea that I'm on my own again for the first time in 4 years. It's like, I mentioned this on Blue Sky, but it really is a perfect encapsulation of the ending of a relationship. That BoJack Horseman quote, where it was like, it's funny, when you look at somebody through rose-tinted glasses, all the red flags you see just look like flags. And I miss him. I miss the feeling of waking up and having somebody there. And there were good times. Like I found we have multiple chat set up. Like he and I connected on Discord. There's texts, of course. There's Telegram because we're both Ingress players, and Ingress's main hub for chatting is Telegram. So there's a reason for that. But like I opened up Telegram to look at Ingress stuff because tomorrow is first Saturday in the city. And I find our old chats and I'm scrolling through and looking at all the memes and I'm thinking to myself, he used to make me laugh and he used to check in on me a lot and he made me feel seen for a long while. It's really just this past year, since I want to say last summer when things started to kind of fall apart, I think. Companion Wolf says, Ingress, I haven't heard that name in years. I know, right? It still exists, shockingly, but the player base is basically decimated. I got back into like I hadn't played it for a couple of years, but I'm getting back into it because there's actually more of a social scene with it than Pokemon Go in New York City. Don't ask me why, it just is. It's the weirdest fucking thing, but there you go. There are Ingress there are very tight knit Ingress groups in New York City. But the main thing is like going back to the ex. It's like he made me laugh once. He made me feel safe and seen and loved. But he hasn't since last summer. And the more that I think about this past year, the more that I'm thinking, and by this last summer, I don't mean like summer 2024. I mean summer 2023 is when he started pulling away. But the more that I think about it, the more like, while I'm going to miss the good times, I feel very free and comfortable to be myself right now. And I need to relearn how to be myself, essentially. And at some point, I will find somebody who accepts me for who I am. But in the meantime, thank you for letting me talk, essentially. And thank you for being here with me. Thank you for writing with me. And thank you for chilling with me for 2 hours every Thursday and Friday. And with that in mind, it is now past 8:30 and we have done no writing whatsoever. So, what do you say to having our very first timed word sprint? I am right now, excuse me. Sorry for that little emotional tangent. Let's see. Let me just set up the timer. Actually, let me also add in a window for you to see said timer. Let's see. Where do we want to put it? So how do we want? Window capture, there we go. Timer and new, okay. Let me just... Ah, that's nasty. You can see my favorites. I don't know if I like that. Hold on just a sec. Maybe if I put it up here? I don't know. Damn. Hold on. Aha. All right. Hold on. I can do technological things. Yes, here we go. Fucking figured out how to do cropping. I am technologically advanced. Shit. All right, hold on. Boop. Boop. You only need that much, and let's pop it down in this little corner right here. Or actually, yeah. You are watching me learn how to OBS in real time. All right. Let's see. Nope. Let's see. Setting. Boop. Okay. And all right, we are all set. This is going to be a 20-minute timer. OBS my enemy. You know what? It's complicated, but I actually feel very accomplished just figuring out how to do a fucking drop. Like, hell yeah, let's do this. Hold on. Fuck. And of course I fucked that. Cool. There we go. Beautiful. And just slide that over there. Perfect. All right. So, hands on your keyboards. We are going to start in just a second. And ready, set, go. What the hell? God damn it. All right, there we go. Good luck, guys. All right, let's set up for a long break right here. That is the first of our 20-minute sprints. How did you do, by the way? I am currently, let's see, math is a thing. Hold on. There's an easy way for me to do this. 474 words, not bad. But how did you guys do? At least I think that's 474 words. 474. Yeah, yeah, words, absolutely. Words have happened and progress has been made, but for sure, um, we're getting there. Banyan Wolf says, I got 670 words. That is really good. Trying to do a fight scene and it did not turn out great, but I'm moving along. I can come back later. Yes. So long as you've gotten those words, that is what the editing phase is for. You'll come back to it later. You'll refine it. No big deal. But it's cool that you did 670 words. Your goal was only 100 words, so you blew that out of the water. So awesome job, Companion Wolf. Arena says, yay for time zones. Yeah, I know, right? I'm also kind of like groggily pulling myself out of writing land, but basically, at the very least, 14's outlined. 15 is getting there. We have a direction, and I have at least trimmed off a chapter, so this is a good sign. Hopefully we can stay on track, or I trimmed off an arc. Yes. So hopefully we can stay on track with this. But how about you, Reynos? Did you were you able to get words or things done? No worries if not. Incidentally, Reynos says ate breakfast, so that's cool. Oh, that's why you said yay time zones. Well, good morning. Breakfast is excellent. You have gotten food, and you are now ready for day. That is important. No words, but foods. That is something that is extremely important. Self care for everybody, for sure. Um, right now we are kind of like chilling in the break time. I did set us for a long break, but we don't necessarily have to take the long break. Long breaks are 15 minutes as opposed to 5. But if everybody's ready, I'm going to give it another. We're going to run down to 10 minutes on the clock, and then I'll switch back over to the Pomodoro timeline or timer, and we'll see what's what. If folks are ready to dive back in. If not, we can just kind of like sit here, wait for the long timer to run out. I am chill either way, to be honest with you. I'm actually kind of surprised that I made any progress at all. Actually, let's wait until it's 5 minutes on the timer, and then we'll, because like, I don't know. It's Friday night, and today was kind of like a very fuzzy day for me, just in general. So it's sort of like I'm surprised that I'm here at all. I have not eaten dinner. I have not even cooked. I'm supposed to be cooking like something, but I'm probably gonna order takeout, to be honest with you. I have the remnants of a gift card and no shame. But it's just one of those days, you know? You just kind of like forge through, and being here is an accomplishment. And honestly, I kind of feel like that's a good message all around. Like, being here is good. Being here and being present, and even executing the smallest bit of progress is good. I know that in writing circles, especially self-published and indie writing circles, there's a push to produce as much work as possible. Like, there are people that I'm seeing on my Blue Sky timeline that I've known on Rippler who are right now on the cusp of publishing works that I remember seeing like only a year or so ago in their infancy, and all of a sudden there's a book now, and I'm like, oh no, oh no, I still haven't finished my first book. And it's like, no, that is terrible thinking. You should celebrate every victory that you have. And there is no such thing as too late unless you're on your deathbed, essentially. So things will happen as they happen. Don't worry too much about when things happen. And Rena says, you'll get to food. At least writing is breaking out. Thank you. Yeah, I will eventually get to food. But it's like, what will I have energy to do after this? Like, it's either muster a way to cook for 40 minutes or order takeout. And that's the pitfall of takeout. That is why takeout is so terrible for you. It's the convenience of it, but you know, sometimes you just don't really have the energy. And in some way, if it's like once in a while, you know, there's no shame in that. You know, sometimes things happen and things are difficult, and there's no shame in that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Takeout beckons. I support takeout. Yeah. It's either that or sticking chicken in oven for half an hour and throwing together the shitty version of the pasta dish that I was expecting to make. Like, Gordon Ramsay will be so disappointed in me, but I'm talking jarred takeout pasta in like 10 minutes and greens. And sometimes, like, that's fine. If that's what you can do, that's what you can do. That actually does sound like what I will end up doing. Just like depression tip for all of you listeners. You can stick a lot of things in the oven and walk away. Not let's not do any Sylvia Plath jokes. But like if you stick a bunch of chicken thighs in the oven, 15 minutes, then pull them out, flip them over, another 15 minutes, and you're set. That is your protein. Then all you have to do is like make a little bit of pasta, use some jarred pasta sauce, throw in some frozen veggies, and boom, you have your entire meal right there. Oven, what can't it do? I know, right? Like, I was about to joke and say a number of things, but ultimately, like, you can do so many things. Like, I've been going through a lot. So, like, and my job takes a lot of energy from me. So, it's really difficult for me to find the energy to do things. But what I've learned is that you can put a lot of things on a tray, put a little bit of oil on top of it, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and stuff it in an oven. Like chicken Brussels sprouts. Boom, there you go. There's your dinner. A little bit of chopped up potato, and you have a little bit of starch there too. It's like, it's not that difficult. It's not that difficult to learn how to cook and learn how to make something decently edible, I guess. The oven and oven toaster are my friends, says Reynos. Yes, absolutely. The Unfortunately, I had to do away with my toaster oven because I don't know, no room. The downside of having New York City apartments is that it's either stove, or you have a stove, a tiny sliver of countertop, a sink, a fridge, and there's your kitchen. So sad to say, but highly recommend toaster oven. Second that. It's amazing and honestly just as good as an actual toaster if you just want toasted bread. But is basically like more convenient than more convenient than an oven, and I don't know, healthier than a microwave, I think. Other appliances I also highly recommend is an air fryer. I don't use mine all that often, but I have one, and it's great if you're looking for like fried food and you're terrified of frying things. The only thing that I have not been able to make that with any sort of decency with an air fryer is egg rolls. But like anything else, oh, rice cooker. Actually, a rice cooker is much more important than the air fryer. Like air fryer, it's not bad. Get it if you want to, but rice cooker, like don't make your rice in a fucking pot. White people, don't do that. um, Make it in a rice cooker is perfect. That's what it's for, and you will have perfectly moist rice without having to worry about overflow and stuff like that. But the rice cooker, uh, did you know that you can do all kinds of things with the rice cooker? Like before, in my first apartment in New York City, I used to make like entire pasta dishes in a rice cooker. It's amazing. You can do steamed vegetables, steamed dumplings, which is one of my favorite things. Like do steamed dumplings from Frozen in rice cooker. There's a reason why all rice cookers come with a steamer basket. But rice is like the easiest starch to make. Literally, I only ever eat pasta if I'm feeling fancy. Because rice is just like it goes with everything, and all you have to do is put it in a pot, rinse it, put a little bit of water, put it in the rice cooker, leave it for half an hour. That's all you have to do. And it's awesome. But like if you're also kind of like depressed, just put in, here's a secret, just like put it in a little bit of oil, also a little bit of spices, and also like vegetables. And then you have an entire dish right there. Do you want protein? Put in some beans. And it'll steam with the rice. It's amazing. There's entire blogs on rice cooker single pot meals. Yes, yes, absolutely. And if you don't feel like doing the blog scene, you know, most rice cookers come with cookbooks too. Like, but people are so creative on the internet too. So like, go look at those blogs. I wish I had any offhand, but I know that there are those out there for sure. See, apartments are met in space. They are. I understand why, but also kind of don't understand. Like, how. Whatever. Like, it's dumb. But that's the price that you pay for living in a city, sad to say. Anyway, we blew past the 5 minute mark, and that's my bad. But we are coming up to the second round of 20 minutes. So if you're writing, get ready. 30 seconds to go. Meanwhile, just kind of like shaking off a little break right there. Like, long story short, yeah, I mean, I know how it feels to struggle to find the energy to do anything. That is my depression. Like, I would much rather lie on my back on the floor and do nothing. But that's why I come up with workarounds, find easy recipes and stuff like that. It's you can do it. You can do it. Anyway, 20 minutes starting right now. Good luck, everybody. Rice cooker is hard. Yes, rice cooker is hard. Get yourself a rice cooker, guys. All right. And that is that period. Let's set the time for another 15 minutes, although we probably will not be spending the full 15 minutes. Again, this night writes during these writing periods is only going to be 2 hours. I've already established that I have not eaten dinner yet and that I have to make dinner. So at 10 o'clock for sure, we are going to wrap things up. But in the meantime, while we're chilling, how many words have you guys achieved today? Let's see. That's 272 on this chapter and 178. So like, what's math? I don't know how to fucking math. 178 is 272. 450. I mean, not bad. Definitely not like nano standards. Like I used to be able to hammer out the full 1667 a day and then change for November days. But you know, this is a chill day. I'm not in the mood for writing, and I am making good time. I'm feeling good about this chapter outline, but yeah. Companion Wolf says 515 this sprint, so 1,185 total today. That is amazing. One more sprint, and you should achieve the full nano minimum. How does that make you feel? Companion Wolf kind of answered my question as I was asking it. They say, now, are these scenes good? No, but I am wording. Yes, yes, that is the spirit of it. Worry about whether or not they're good in the editing phase, my man. Like, that is what that editing phase is for. Like, be proud that you're getting words done. And you fucking blew out your word count for the day by 10 times the number of words that you were planning to write. So, hell yeah. I think that was 10 times. Math is, like, not a thing for me. Rainus says wording is the most important, and exactly. Also, Rainus says 153 words this time. Hell yeah! Like, that is 153 more words than you had the first time, although I will say again that breakfast is important. So, I also, like, I applaud you. Like, you went from breakfast to, and I presume waking up shortly before then. Like, waking up, breakfast, and then diving right into writing, like, without like needing to warm up or anything. That's impressive. So yes, I second Companion Wolf's good job. Like, hell yeah, shake off that sleep and dive right in. Like, excellent job. And excellent job to Companion Wolf. Like, excellent job all around. Even if you're not in chat and you did words right now, excellent job to you too. Yeah, so I don't know what else to say right now. Like, there's no segue. There's no segue to ramble at this point, which is probably a good thing. I know that I should probably, like, continue filling the silence so that we all are encouraged to take a break and not write. It says, haha, I used to write on the trip to work, so that's how I roll. Yeah, fair enough. Man, I remember doing that too. Like, commutes are so good, especially if you're on public transport. Well, I presume that nobody is trying to drive and write at the same time. But if you are, number one, I'm a little bit impressed. But number two, distracted driving is terrible. Don't do that. But yeah, like if you have a long commute, like I remember I used to get so much writing done on the train back and forth. Like while I was in grad school, I used to write. While I was in grad school in Boston, it didn't take long to get anywhere in the T, but I got so much writing done on the T, and Same thing with on the MTA in New York. And my God, it takes fucking forever to get anywhere on New York. Like, you never know. Looking at a map of New York, you don't know that it's that fucking big. But, like, imagine taking a half an hour to get anywhere, and you actually are traveling at a decent mile per hour on those subways. Like, those things go, and yet you're stuck underground for 45 minutes. So it's good writing time. But Raina says, my beta bestie does voice logs in the car on long drives, but it's a subway for me. Okay, so voice logs, okay, that's not too bad. Like, if you're talking and just like recording your voice, I will forgive that. So long as you have your hands on the wheel, your eyes on the road, and, some kind of awareness of what you're doing, that's fine. But, like, that's probably the only acceptable way to write and drive at the same time. But it's a subway for me, yeah. Like, I think it's a universal truth that even in a city with a good subway system, it's gonna take you for fucking ever to get anywhere. So you might as well just whip out a notebook, put it on your lap, if it's not like super duper crowded. Jax Wolff says, making my protag suffer in these sprints, fight scene, and then realizing, oh god, that guy is dead, and this other guy is making me help them get rid of evidence. Oh geez, I don't want to be a part of it. Yeah, that is the writing experience. I think you've got into the meme where you're looking up how to dispose of a body, aren't you? um, but yes, like, I know it's cliche to make your characters suffer, but there is some fun in it. Like, there's some truth to it. Because every good story has conflict. So therefore, every good story makes their characters suffer in one way or another, whether that's just pushing them out of their comfort zone or straight up dragging them through the streets while their hands are bound in barbed wire and they're lashed to the bumper of of a Cybertruck. You know what I mean? Although probably not a Cybertruck because apparently those things can't tow with shit, but you get what I mean. Companion Wolf says, yes, actually, lol, exactly that in my Google search bar right now. Make sure you're on VPN and that is private browsing. Remember, kids, stay safe with your authorial searches. Otherwise, you upset the FBI agents and who are spying on you. Well, not FBI agents. I'm sorry. That's way too outlandish. It's the NSA agents you have to worry about. I'm kidding. Please don't. I'm kidding. But yeah, that feeling is real. Like the things that we do in order to make our stories make sense. Yeah, I mean, so long as I think it's understandable at this point, like you gotta do what you gotta do, and it's a meme that's even wandered outside of writing circles, you know what I mean? So like don't be afraid to do research, but just like stay safe and don't go to with shady websites because a lot of information is on shady websites. You would be surprised. Like I remember going onto this web page for Edwardian fashion, and you wouldn't think that there would be anything suspicious about Edwardian fashion, but all of a sudden, but it was like not a site that was like academic. My usual go-tos for fact checking, like academic websites, databases, things like that. It was just like some random site that I found on Google. And the first thing that happens is Malwarebytes pipes up and goes, "What the fuck are you doing here? Go back." I'm like, "Oh shit." But right, just like stay safe. And, just like, yeah. Not everything needs to have advice, Jax. You don't need to give everybody advice, but like, I don't know, rambly. And connecting with people through hilarious stories about things that I research that are completely tame, but somehow trigger or bites anyway, because that's the internet. Daniel says, malware bites my comrade. I know, right? Like, malware bites an AVG. Like, I know AVG is a little bit meh now because they are like pushing, they have the free version is loaded with fucking ads. Like, it's trying to convince you to upgrade and stuff like that. But like, it's still good. It still keeps my computer safe. I have not experienced any issues with mine. Knock on wood, I assume. Hilariously, the only time that I've ever actually experienced any issue with this is whenever I tried to download Adobe Acrobat Pro in order to view a PDF, and was forced to download McAfee, and that was fun to try to remove from my computer. It was also fun to switch over to PDF 24, which is an open source software, because fuck you, Adobe. Raina says, I appreciate the advice. I love you. Thank you for supporting my ramblings. Just in general, audience, I love you for like being here and letting me ramble and saying you get some kind of value out of said ramblings. But yes, also fuck Adobe. And excuse me. And PDF 24 is not that bad. Actually, highly recommend. Jax Wolff says, I also appreciate the ramble advices. Thank you. I am so glad. I am just glad that we are all here and vibing. Let's see, 2 minutes, 40 seconds. So, yeah, so far, end result is, I'm looking over this outline. We're getting to, just to give you an update about where TNS is going, if you're into knowing where that's going. The hole is nearly stitched up. Right now, what I basically did, is cut out an entire arc. This was originally part of chapter 20, I do believe. So, no, chapter 18, actually. And chapter 18 was hefty in itself, so chapter 16 is going to be pretty hefty, looks like. But, cutting out 2 chapters is a good sign, and then after this, it's just like, I'd say a couple more chapters until the end battle. The downside is, like, I'm introducing Luca and Ruben pretty late in the game, and it's a little bit awkward. They both came in, or Luca had been popping up here and there, and all of a sudden now she's a main character in the last quarter of the book, whereas Ruben is suddenly here, and he's only been introduced in like chapter 14. 14, right? No, chapter 12. So it's going to be, I'm going to have to figure out how to flesh both of their parts out a little bit more in just a few chapters. But I think I have ideas. We'll see where this outline takes me. But hopefully we'll be able to distill one more arc. There's supposed to be a sanctuary arc right after this. Sanctuary being the city-state where the dragons are. And hopefully I'll be able to cut that out as much as possible, or at least cut down what it was supposed to be, but we'll see. On that note, our long break is done. So if you were writing, time to get back to your docs. This is going to be our last sprint for the night. It is one more 20-minute chunk, and then afterwards we'll just have a little break just to talk about our progress, and then we'll wrap up for the night. So, last sprint, get ready, get set, and here we go. Good luck. All right, and that is the final sprint. Well, I ask y'all to tally up words. Let me just like very quickly see how many words I've done and finish this thought because this is a good part. Let's see. 508 plus additional 133, so that is 641 if my math is correct. There we go, and that is one more chapter complete. Almost there. Let's see. Companion Wolf says 618 words for that last sprint, so 1803 for total today. Falls over. Excellent job. You have successfully done a full day's work, a full nanos par for the day. I hope that you feel accomplished as much as that falls over implies that you also feel exhausted. I know you probably don't think that those are good words, and again, that's what the editing phase is for, but it's still awesome that you were able to do that many words in one day. So, like, be proud of that. Reno says 104 words for me, 257 words overall. Also excellent. You have gotten a great start for the day, and I hope that the rest of the day goes very well for you. I hope that you continue on with your progress and that you blow both of us out of the water. It's not a competition, but I do hope that this Saturday finds you very well. And it is a Saturday for you. And, I hope it's good and that you enjoy it. It's the weekend, and that's awesome. Companion Wolf says, yes, EP. And for you, it is Friday night. So take the win that you've just had, where you've smashed Nano's part out of the park, and be proud of that. And I hope that immediately after the stream, you get some rest because you very much earned it. Rena says, yep, Saturday laundry now. I just want to applaud you for having more energy and motivation to do things on a Saturday morning than I will ever have. Get that laundry done, get it set aside, and then go enjoy your day for sure. May it be full of so many words. But other than that, that, like I said, was the last sprint. Thank you so much to the both of you for coming, and thank you also to anybody else who might be viewing this right now. Uh, it means a lot to me to have other people to sit down with and to talk to you guys on Thursdays and Friday nights. It's a lot of fun to be here. And I'm so glad that, we're all able to connect with each other and get words done. I definitely am proud of what I've gotten done so far. Probably while dinner is cooking, if I am not doing other prep to get vegetables all set and shit like that, I will probably keep on chugging along with the outline and hopefully, I'll be ready for actual writing tomorrow. Or at least next time we meet. I will be for sure in the thick of writing. Just to give you an idea, next time we meet, let's see. I'm not actually, I think I have a free Tuesday, to be honest with you. So it might be Tuesday. Keep an eye on Blue Sky, just in case it is Tuesday. I will likely make an announcement. And if it is Tuesday, then it's going to be the same time as always. It's 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock, excuse me, 8 o'clock Eastern onward to whenever I just feel like ending the stream. But given how these sprints have been going, I feel very comfortable doing it a 2-hour time frame. So expect it to wrap up around 10 o'clock. If it's not Tuesday, it's going to be Thursday as usual. So Thursday, 8 p.m. onward, and then Friday for sure, 8 p.m. onward. Maybe it might even be Sunday. We don't know. I'm gonna play it by ear, and if it ends up being either Sunday or Tuesday, it will be a delightful surprise. But you will know about it for sure. Follow me on Blue Sky. That is Jax Wolff. I can speak. Holy shit. Jax Wolff writes at Blue Sky. And all of my announcements are done over there. So if you want to catch more streams that are outside of the Thursday and Friday ones, I will mention that there. If you're on my Discord, I also mentioned that in the updates channel. If you're not on my Discord, befriend me and I might give you a link to said Discord. It is for friends only. So either way, yeah, just follow me on Blue Sky first. Be awesome, and eventually, you will not make me feel prickly about DMing and stuff like that. I've been hit up with so many fucking we're totally book marketers, we're gonna help you out, or I am definitely an author, wink wink nudge nudge. Here's a link to this editor, wink wink nudge nudge, that I definitely used to help me out with my writing, and it turns out to be some asshole book marketer on Twitter. So that's a reason why I am super prickly about people just sliding into my DMs on Blue Sky without actually interacting with me or introducing themselves to me first in public on posts. Don't do that. Don't slide into my DMs unless we know each other. But, follow me on Blue Sky and respond to my posts and chat with me in replies and be awesome. And eventually you will be upgraded to DMing friend and then Discord friend. Raina says, thanks to all for being here. Have a good weekend and evening for the US folks. Thank you so much again for joining us. And Cryptic, hey, you caught the very tail end of the chat. We are actually wrapping up as we speak, and I'm so sorry about that. But hello and welcome to the chaos. Like I said, we'll probably be doing another stream earlier than the usual Thursday or Friday. It will be either on Sunday or Tuesday or both. We'll see. But other than that, thank you again for coming, all of you. Reynos, Companion Wolf, Cryptic, anybody else who might have been lurking around and hadn't said hi, Cryptic says, I figured that might be the case. Yeah. No worries, no worries, no worries. You are always awesome in coming into chat and whatnot, and there will always be more of these because they're so much fun to do. But yes, thank you to everybody for coming in. I hope that your writing goes very well on this writing month. I hope that it's very productive for you. I hope that you were productive tonight. Or if you weren't productive, I hope that you had a chance to chill. And I will see you around next time. So have a great night. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy your weekend. And again, I will announce the next one very soon. So I hope to see you again, hopefully soon. All right. And with that, good night. Take care and bye.